you niggas dead to me. Shorty, what you saying? Why you acting shy? You was on the fuck, now you wanna be my wife. Right now that bitch dead to me. Right now that bitch dead to me. No more giving hands to these dudes. No more licking, no more doing features with them dudes. I'm just doing me and only sticking with the crew. Focus on the money, man, I can't afford to lose. Oh shit, that's a plug. If he ain't got it for me, then that nigga ain't the plug. Gained a lot of enemies and lost a lot of friends. I'ma keep it real with you to the very end. Right now, you niggas dead to me. Right now, you niggas dead to me.
Whoa! What's good, IG, Twitter, YouTube, Lagos, Nigeria, Port-au-Prince, Haiti, Providence, Rhode Island, Brockton, Massachusetts, episode 008, First Genz podcast. They call me Pat.
They call me Ken. What's good? What's good? What's good?
We are the Blacks.
Just providing you the facts today. What's good?
Go on, bud.
Good, bro. Life is good. Life is good.
Hey, happy National Haitian Flag Day, though.
Yeah, man.
Sakwase!
Okay. Yeah, man. It was a good time. It was a good time.
Bro, what's it like to... Can you tell me, like, this is First Genz
I hope it's a good time.
Of course,
I'm not around Haitian people over here.
Yeah. But what's it like to be like a first generation Haitian American in this generation? Like, what's it like, bro?
It's cool, man. It's definitely cool. I mean, it depends on like where you grow up, right? So like, I feel like for me, I had the opportunity to grow up in an area where like the Haitian community was really big.
Yeah.
In Providence, Rhode Island. So we kind of like we stayed connected, and like we kind of like had different. We all had different avenues and talents and special gifts to each and every single one of us. For each and every single one of us. So that's what really made us like more connected, because we used each and every single one of our resources to grow.
Yeah.
So that was dope.
Yeah.
Growing up in that atmosphere, and it's the community just teaches you about brotherhood. Man.
Yeah.
Like the Haitian community is like a brotherhood, like male or female. You know what I'm saying? Sisterhood, and for men it's like a brotherhood. So it's dope. It's dope. I love it. You know.
Nah, for real. Shout out to all the Haitians, bro. Like, especially being like us being from like up north, like the New England area. We were just talking about this off air, like how cultured that area is with so many cultures. Like you were saying to yourself, like, yo, even if you're an African American who's like long removed from the continent or any type of African diaspora, you're bound to be friends with a Cape Verdean, a Haitian, a Nigerian. So like Haitian Flag Day is big up north. I know there's like mad moves going on in Proud.
Yeah, I mean, so like we usually do like I mean, when I was growing up, there usually is like a parade that they have in the Proud.
I want to go, bro. I want to go to Proud.
Oh yeah. I mean, bro, like PVD Fest is coming up, man. You have the opportunity to come to Providence. If y'all never heard about Providence, you're hearing from it now. Providence, Rhode Island, Smooth City, that's where I'm from. They're throwing something called PVD Festival, June 6th to 9th. Just type in PVD Fest on Google. Dope. But, yo.
I'm going to check it out.
If you can come, I'm going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about anybody else. I'm going to be there.
Airbnb's bright, though.
I'll be there. I'll be there.
But let's get into the shits, bro.
Yeah.
Couple projects came out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start off with that Fall of Assad, DJ Khaled. I personally thought that this was a standout project that came out. Yeah. This past week, bro.
It was dope.
Yeah, bro. It was dope. Well put together per usual.
It was dope. I think a lot of Khaled's albums are dope.
Yeah.
I think in the beginning it was just like whatever.
That's because he didn't have the same connections.
He didn't have exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. His connections are definitely growing, and it's showing in his like production, and showing in his like features. Yeah. It's showing, and you could tell that like Khaled's connections when he first started he's still connected with them now. I'm pretty sure he had some falling outs with certain people, but like like the Rick Rosses, like you know what I mean.
That's always gonna be like that Miami connect.
Yeah, my Miami connect. So it's just like. It's good, man, and I like the features. They flowed well. The Nipsey feature was crazy.
That track was so unreal, bro. Yeah. Like the things that he was saying makes me think that like he was already prepared for being a higher being. Yeah. Like he even said on one of his lines, he was all like, "I'm starting to look at this life shit from a bird's view." Yeah. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
You mean to tell me that was like the last record that we're gonna hear from Nipsey, like while he was alive? Yeah. Him talking about seeing his own life at a bird's view.
Yeah.
That's weird to me, bro.
Yeah. It gave me. I mean, I still listen to that record and like in the car, and I gave goosebumps a little bit.
I cried when I saw the video. I cried.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's very emotional, man. Just knowing like. It is kind of weird. It was kind of creepy, you know what I mean? But it was a good creepy, if that makes sense. Yeah. It was like a good, like, it was his last send-off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, this is it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Last thing.
I don't want to cry, bro.
Yeah.
I don't want to cry.
It was good. It was good. But, I mean, that track was crazy. Thank you. Thank you. My name
Don Dada. Big Sean's back, bro.
Big Sean is back.
He's trying to rap for real.
Big Sean is back, boy. You hear me? You hear me? Big Sean is back.
They trying to bury me alive so I can build my way out. That nigga, what are you saying? I'm here, bro. That nigga said slow your roll, guys.
Trust me. He got an album coming out. I feel like he's gonna have a lot to talk about. Yeah, a lot of
yeah, a lot to say.
Yeah.
I think he has a lot to say about his issues with good music. There's no way Big Sean did not have issues with good music, bro.
Probably. I feel like everyone.
And I feel like he's kind of like, he hinted towards it because he was talking about how back in 2010, Khaled was a nigga that helped him out when Ye didn't want to release his shit.
Yeah.
But nowadays, we in an era where it's like, this nigga can release whenever he wants to. That nigga can go on SoundCloud tomorrow.
Yeah.
And be like, yo, I'm dropping a project.
But that's the thing. That's the thing about, like, I feel like now, I mean, I could be wrong. You know what I mean? I don't know what goes on behind the scenes in, like, record labels and things like that. But, like, seeing how the good music dynamic is, I feel like Big Sean, being there for so many years, wouldn't have trouble releasing music.
Yeah.
Like if he wanted to release music.
Like if you really, yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like I don't think Kanye's gonna be like on some Don Cannon shit and be like, oh, yo, nah, you're not dropping this album. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Yeah.
I don't think so. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like for the most part, the creative control is like Kanye kind of does. He definitely tells him like, yo, you gotta chill with this, that, and the third. He probably has his intake.
He told Pusha bro, Daytona was supposed to come out with a whole set of other beats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He said like, nah.
Yeah, scrap that whole shit. Yeah. Meek was also on that twice.
Yeah.
That weather the storm shit.
Right. Yeah.
Nigga.
Yeah.
I want to turn into LeBron's bomber when I hear that shit, bro. Yo, I don't think you understand, bro. Meek be making me want to get into car accidents, bro. Dead ass, bro. I be getting into mad, like, speeding shit, bro.
He just like...
That nigga said, we ain't taking no shorts in 2019 unless we on vacation.
He's on his boss. He's on his boss talk. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? He weathered the storm. That's exactly what he did. You know what I mean? He went through a lot of controversy.
Did you hear Baby's line when Baby was like, yo, I heard while I was cooking up in the kitchen when I heard Meek got his 2 to 4, I'm asking if it's worth it. Like, I feel like Meek's story is the model of, yo, if you're a young nigga, don't jeopardize yourself, bro.
Yeah.
Especially for the young niggas who were getting in trouble before they was famous. Like, Meek is the model citizen of like, yo, although I had all these trials and tribulations before I was famous, and I'm still going through them now, there's ways to move around the system, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like a lot of, I mean, there's so many artists now that are coming up, young artists that they look up to Meek, and I'm pretty sure, like, even before when he was going through the trials and stuff like that, he was still talking to like these artists.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was talking to like Shmurda. He was talking to these kids that were like their lives were being jeopardized because they just wanted to make a different type of. He wanted to like have a better living, but like with the music.
Yeah.
But like sometimes like that old lifestyle catches up with you. And like, you know, like it sucks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Meek knows like, yo, bro, there's ways, like you said, there's ways to like divert that. So, I mean, I respect 100% what this man is doing and what he's been doing.
Meek was the king, bro.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's dope.
Let's talk about some other shit. Tyler, the Creator, released IGOR.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's my thing. I think the thing that stuck out more to me than like the actual overall like musical performance of the music was the production. Yeah. Like I was really focused on this is the first album I've heard in a minute where I'm just mainly focused more so on the production than the vocal performance, bro. Mm-hmm. Like
production wise, Tyler is the new Pharrell.
That's the hot take of the day?
That's the hot take of the day. For me.
I mean, I'm happy that you like. I guess you can compare him to Pharrell because like it's beat heavy, bro.
I remember listening to Tyler when he was making beats in the beginning.
Yeah.
And his shit was like trash.
Yeah. But he made it trash on purpose.
Yes.
Like it's just sort of beat shit and all that stuff, yeah.
But now it's like, okay.
Yeah.
You know
now
what I mean? Now it's like,
I'm a grown man,
you know what I mean?
But the only thing I didn't like about that album was like, yo, he didn't rap for the first 10 minutes of it.
He didn't rap really for the whole album.
Nah, he rapped on that third.
He was flowing.
Yeah, he was flowing, but he wasn't rapping.
Yeah.
Like, Flower.
Yeah.
Like, Flower.
Yeah. Flower Boy wasn't really rapping either. He was like doing more singing. I think he's trying to leave that kind of like, he's trying to, you know, be a well-versed artist, you know what I mean? He wants to have different avenues and like, he just doesn't want to like just rap anymore. That's why he's producing, that's why he's singing, you know what I mean? Like, that's why he's doing all that stuff. So, I mean, I respected his artistry is evolving.
I didn't expect Frank to be on that shit.
I did. I definitely did. They will always be cool, bro. They will always be cool. And I think, I mean, we talked about this the other day, man. I mean, I don't know. Maybe if it wasn't for Frank, I don't think Tyler would even be in this situation in terms of solo wave. You know what I mean? I think Frank probably was like, yo, Tyler, I think that, like...
I agree with you for a different reason.
You see what I'm doing? Like...
I agree with you for a different reason. I personally think Tyler was looking at Frank and was like, this nigga's all the way up here, but he was with us. Like, oh, nah. I gotta be there with you. Because, like, the thing about Tyler is, like, he's an entrepreneur more so than, like, like, Frank Ocean is really known for his music and, like, only his music. Like, if you listen to Tyler, like, if you think about Tyler the Creator, you think about his cartoons, you think about his app, you think about his Camp Flogna festival and all that shit. Like, all that shit that's behind Tyler the Creator. Like, Tyler the Creator is more of a packaged brand, whereas Frank Ocean is, like, an extreme talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, Frank Ocean was really talented, bro. Mm-hmm. He was really talented before Tyler the Creator, and he's gonna be talented after him, but it was just weird to see, like, him with Frank, but not the rest of our future. Like, why are you not embracing Earl anymore? Like, is anybody gonna ever ask Tyler the Creator, why don't you embrace Earl or the internet?
They so the internet when he dropped IGOR, they retweet, like they supported it. They promoted the album.
Yeah, but I'm talking about leading up into like IGOR coming out. We don't obviously they don't hang out anymore because like they're busy now. They're not just like random kids. But at the end of the day, I feel like they're not embracing each other enough, like musically anymore. Like every time they enter back into the music realm, they don't acknwledge each other anymore like they used to.
But they're in their own lanes right now, man. But I do think do I believe that there's something going on? I do. Yeah. 100%. But I do also believe that they do all have busy lives now, bro. Like they created a platform for themselves that like they never thought would happen. Like they never thought when they were like coming up in our future, they didn't think it was gonna be as big as they. Like, look at all of them. Look at Tyler. Look at Frank. Look at the internet. Look at Steve. Look at Steve Lacy. Look at all these kids that just they're all branches of the original future. You know what I mean? So I mean, they changed the game. But I mean, in terms of the album, the IGOR album was dope. Good, great production.
Dope is strong.
It was a dope album. Definitely a dope album. It's the type of album you can't just judge it
right away. I mean, don't get it twisted. I've been listening to it, and I'm like, there's some standouts for sure. Yeah. He even came out with a statement on Tyler. He said, "Listen, like when you listen to this album, don't have your phone on, don't like be distracted, and don't skip any songs. Play from the beginning to the end by yourself, whether you're in your car, in your room, just listen to it." Definitely, it's a flowing album. That's the type of album he's trying to. Or that was the feeling he was trying to portray. You know what I mean? That's how Ari Lennox's album was. That was a flowing album, bro. Yeah. That album is a vibe. Ari Lennox is the new Erykah Badu, by the way. Ari Lennox is the new Erykah Badu. 100%. I don't know. Bro, the jazz, the last time I've heard a mixture of that jazz and R&B and like seduction was Erykah Badu. Who was the last person you heard those three elements from? She's dope. I'm not the only. Okay, this is. And I was the nigga who was. Hey, I'd like to apologize to Ari Lennox. Because I remember the first episode, I was like, yo. Yeah, you was don't say Ari Lennox. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I still think SZA's nice, bro. Like, slow your roll. All right. And you know what's crazy? One thing I want to learn more about Ari Lennox is, so she has two songs, New Apartment, right? Mm-hmm. And then she has another song called Chicago Boy. Well, Chicago Boy is the first song on the album. Mm-hmm. And then she comes out later on in the album, she has New Apartment, right? My question, and I was talking to someone about this, is like, yo, I really wonder how it is for a single black woman when she just moves into a new city and she gets a new apartment. Like, what's it like for her? What else does she want after she gets like the material things? like, obviously she wants a relationship, she wants intimacy, but like Ari Lennox is like clearly explaining it in like a really in-depth and sexual way. And I'm like, yo, this is like a story that I want to learn about. You know what I'm saying? Like, she made me really interested in a single black woman.
Exactly. That's what she's really good at. She's really good at being able to like pull the audience into her world. Yeah. You know what I mean? And making them understand or feel like, okay, like, this is what it's like to actually be a young black successful woman and look good as fuck and sing my ass off. Yeah. This is what the package looks like. You know what I'm saying? Unfiltered, this is what it is.
I think this album
and that's why it's dope. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? That's why it's like, you know what I mean?
That's
no ass shots.
Yeah, none of that.
No, like,
and
this is it.
Yeah,
I like
that concept better than Scissors Control. Because Scissors Control,
you making some takes now.
Let me say, bro, I don't think Scissors Control was classic, easily a classic. Yeah, classic. I'm talking about the concept though. Let's talk about the concepts now. Yeah. Not the actual talent that went into the concept.
I see what you're saying.
The concept for Scissors Control was to be a side chick, really.
No.
It was to at least accept the role of being a side chick.
No. Not to accept the role of being a side chick. It's like the purpose of. I feel like the purpose of the album was very like it's bigger than that. It was like, okay, number one, it's like I feel like what I got from that album is like I'm trying to like look for, or I'm trying to like be a woman that is like accepted in this world, like a black woman that's accepted in this world. Like, accept me. This is me being in my 20s and being a young black woman. Accept me. 2, taking the narratives of a black woman and flipping them so that, okay, yes, I'm the one. Like in the very first song or the second song, she talks about like fucking like her boyfriend's like friend.
Shit that niggas do like
because the nigga cheat on her. So it was like, okay, like I'm gonna flip the narrative. So it's like it was in terms of women empowerment, bro. It was big. Yeah. So I'm not gonna say it was like a side chick album. That's what I thought it was too.
I think you're giving the word side chick a negative connotation. Because nigga, to be honest, bro, I've been a side nigga, bro. I've been a side nigga before. Okay. Let's be honest. Yeah. And being a side nigga, that means you're a player. Like you know what I'm saying? You smashing a lot of girls, blase, right? Whereas if you're a side chick, people think like, yo, she's easy. But nah. Yo, there's albums where niggas have been side niggas. I'm sure Trey Songz has had a couple of those. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And so SZA can have an album about being a side chick, but also in the same breath, she's talking about women empowerment and how women can do the same shit. Y'all shouldn't be judging that.
I guess I agree. Yeah, it had all those
elements in that.
All those elements in that. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
Speaking of songs with elements, bro, this nigga Goldlink is on a new wave.
Yeah.
Santi, who dropped the project.
Today.
Yeah.
I think, what is it called again? I was just listening to it. Shout out to Becky for putting me onto it. It's like a smooth little.
Like that.
Oh, this is a vibe.
This is a banger, Trust me, bro.
Yo, bro, you know what I'm noticing? It's like there's a new genre coming out, bro.
Yes, there's a new genre.
It's a new type of Afrofusion where like the first gens of like the Nigerian culture, like people who have parents that were born in Nigeria but like they came here as Americans. Yeah. I'm not sure if Santi's like his story, but I imagine that might be it, bro. Yeah. Where he's like a first generation American of Nigerian descent. Yeah. Where like they're coming out with music where like, yo, I'm raised in America, but I was raised in an African household. So I'm adding that Afrobeat mixture to like the American mixture I already had. Yeah. And it's turning into a new genre, bro.
I think it is. I think it's like the mixture of like, finally we're getting the mixture. Because we've been listening to Afrobeats for what, past 2 years? It's been popping 3 years now? Yeah. Well, like, maybe longer.
Yeah, maybe longer.
Because I was in college, it was still like Afrobeats were starting to bubble up.
Yeah, but now it's a new level.
Now it's a new level. So I feel now it's evolving into a different genre where is Afrobeats now is Afrobeats in rap. So like rappers are getting on Afrobeats tracks, and Afrobeats artists are getting on rappers tracks, and they're infusing music. So I think that's what I think. Golden even said it. Like his new album that's coming out is gonna be like of African diaspora, like all of it.
Gained a lot of enemies and lost a lot of friends. I'ma keep it real with you to the very end. Right now you niggas dead to me. Right now you niggas dead to me.